everyone, my name is Eric Hopkins, aka JEL. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den. Well, it's an exciting time right now to be a fan of the MCU and everything that they're doing over there at Marvel Studios. We've got Deadpool and Wolverine coming to theaters next weekend, and we've also got Hall H and Comic Con also coming up next weekend, where Marvel Studios will unveil their current plan and slate of movies and television series and all that sort of good stuff coming up here the next few years. But now we've also got an announcement that could potentially be made official at that event, and it's coming to us from the Hollywood Reporter. Apparently, the Hollywood Reporter is reporting that the Russo brothers are in talks. I want to stress in talks to direct the next two Avengers movies. Obviously, the Russo brothers have been known for the best movies in the MCU with Captain America Winter Soldier, Captain America Civil War, Avengers Infinity War, and Avengers Endgame. So they, in my opinion, four of the best films in the entire series. Joe and Anthony Russo are assembling a team once again. The Russo brothers are in early talks to return to Marvel Studios to direct not just one, but the next two Avengers movies, sources tell the reporter. The hiring ends a month-long high-stakes search by the studio for filmmakers to oversee the fifth and sixth Avengers movies. Multiple names were in contention, including Deadpool and Wolverine director Sean Levy, who was offered the gig. Sources say the talks are in the early stages. The move also marks a homecoming for the Russo brothers, who jumped from the world of television comedy on shows like Arrested Development and Community to blockbuster movies a decade ago with Captain America the Winter Soldier in 2014. In total, they directed four of Marvel's biggest and best regarded movies to date. Combined, their Marvel films grossed $6.681 billion, with Endgame standing as the number two movie of all time globally with $2.79 billion. In the years since, they have become mega producers via their AGBO banner, producing Best Picture winning Everything Everywhere All at Once and pricey titles such as Amazon's Citadel and Netflix's Extraction films. As directors, after becoming box office kings at Marvel, they stuck to streaming titles that did not reach the critical and cultural heights of their Marvel work, directing the Tom Holland crime drama Cherry for Apple and the big budget action movie The Gray Man at Netflix. The fifth Avengers movie was previously titled Avengers: The Kang Dynasty and was set to star Jonathan Majors as time-traveling villain Kang, but Marvel cut ties with the actor after he was convicted of assault and harassment in December. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings director Destin Daniel Cretton was once attached to direct Kang Dynasty, but he departed a month before Major's conviction. The feature is expected to get a new name and a new focus. The sixth Avengers film is Avengers Secret Wars, which is a storyline the Russos have long talked about wanting to adapt. A pair of 1980s comic book series focused on an all-powerful antagonist known as the Beyonder, who in the first installment pitted Marvel's heroes and villains against each other on a planet known as Battle World. A 2015 revival served as the climax to writer Jonathan Hickman's own multiverse saga, which has already had elements referenced in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness in 2022. In Hickman's Secret Wars, all of Marvel's multiverses are destroyed, with remnants surviving on a single planet ruled by the villain Doctor Doom. So Avengers 5 is set for May 1st, 2026, and Secret Wars is currently set for May 7th, 2027. So this is nothing but great news, in my opinion, if it ends up being true here. Because, like I said, obviously the Russo brothers have been known to direct the best films in the MCU. And if we could get more of their knowledge and stuff that they brought to the MCU previously into the series once again, that has kind of taken a dip since their last big hit with Endgame, I think it'd be nothing but great things for the series. However, they did say that these two guys have not had the best success since the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Especially in their directorial duties. But at the same time, these two guys, like I said, you bring the goods in the MCU, I'm going to welcome you back with open arms, especially since when these two guys left the MCU originally after Endgame, said they kind of needed a bit of a break from the MCU, which is totally understandable. They made four great films, and sometimes you just need a chance to step away. They mentioned at that time that Secret Wars was always one of the films that they would love to have directed in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So it sounds like they're going to be getting that opportunity, as they're going to be possibly directing Avengers 5, which will probably be getting a new title now and possibly a new antagonist, since Kang may not be the main focus anymore. I still got a feeling we'll see Kang come back at some point, maybe a variant of some sort. Where he doesn't necessarily look exactly like Jonathan Majors. Maybe they recast. Maybe he's a part of this, but not the main central focus of the villain. So if that's the case, I'm perfectly fine with that too. And of course, Secret Wars is just going to be outstanding with all the multiverse stuff they got planned there. I think we're going to get Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. We're going to get Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, Chris Evans, Steve Rogers, Captain America, Scarlett Johansson's Black Widow. I think all the OG Avengers, all these X-Men characters from the Fox universe, some Fantastic Four stuff. We're going to get Spider-Man. You name it. I think it's all going to be in this movie. This is going to be the biggest Marvel Cinematic Universe movie to date, even bigger than Infinity War and Endgame, in my opinion. But we're going to have to see how all that goes. But like I said, they directed four of the best films in the cinematic universe so far. Starting off with Winter Soldier has the best. All these four films have the best Rotten Tomatoes meter as well as audience score as well on Rotten Tomatoes. All these films were absolutely outstanding. The Captain America trilogy, in my opinion, is the best trilogy in the MCU. We'll see how Brave New World goes. We just recently did a trailer reaction for the new Brave New World trailer. It's also on the channel right now. You can go check it out as well. But Avengers Infinity War, obviously, with the whole culmination of the Infinity Saga with the Infinity Stones and Thanos was absolutely directed well. I remember when Infinity War ended and that cliffhanger, and I realized I had to wait a whole year to see how it ended in Endgame. I was absolutely like, couldn't believe I had to wait that long. But it was at the same time, it was absolutely well done. So I'm looking forward to see what these two guys can bring back to the MCU. And hopefully we can bring it back to that big prominence that we all want it to be at again. And from what I've heard in early reactions, as we did a video about this on the channel too, apparently Deadpool and Wolverine, the first 35 to 40 minutes has already been screened for some fans. And apparently it is a massive success. Everybody loves it. And they say will reignite the MCU. A lot of good things coming up for the MCU. I think that since they took the time to kind of slow things down and kind of rebuild and kind of retool some stuff and kind of refocus on what they're doing and take their time without just pushing out content after content without worrying about quality. I think now that they're actually worried about quality, they're going to start putting their best foot forward. I think it's going to be a great thing for the MCU moving forward. But what do you guys think? Are you guys excited that the Russo brothers are potentially going to be returning? It looks like it's pretty much a done deal outside of some negotiations. We'll have to wait and see. Maybe we'll get official confirmation of it at Comic-Con at All Age. We'll have to wait and see. But comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And until my next video, guys, take care. God bless.